feels the most affinity with at the moment, the most confidence with. And Ridley's a big boy. He's not the heaviest, but he's big. Plenty of combo food for Greninja to gobble up. But we'll have to see if that's really the case as we start out on PS2 for this first set of the block. Let's get cracking.
That's true. As we know, Ridley does tend to have a terrible disadvantage, but Sapphire is one of those players that knows how to utilize and use the tools to get around it. He's beaten characters such as, like, you know, Joker, one of the best Jokers in the Midlands. He's beaten even some Steve.
Right.
Frankly, I think he knows how to handle it. So even though Ridley will have the advantage off point as he always does, I think he has to play super cautious against Sapphire and not overextend.
Yes. Straight away, we see a very, very patient neutral from Sapphire. Immediately, as soon as Crispy gets the opportunity, he will run in. He will push this advantage as far as he can. But once we're back to neutral, Crispy does not want to rush things because he knows if you let Sapphire in, things could go wrong very, very quick. That's a nice drag down tech chase. What we got after that? Just fainting that landing with a double jump and straight back to this patient neutral Sapphire. Just sets back, throwing out the fireball, stuffing these approaches. Crispy cannot get too greedy. I did not like that air dodge. Woo.
All it takes is one air dodge.
Oh
One misplacement, one overextended, and Sapphire takes the fucking weakness.
Ooh, yeah. I like the idea on the F tilt, just the water kunai, that forward F from Crispy, just going slightly above it now. Sapphire has the unenviable task of getting off the ledge. Crispy bringing in that very punishing ledge trapping, trying to pump the hydro pump just low enough, but it's going to be another back air. A water shuriken in the depths, still working hard and pushing the pump to try and get Sapphire off stage. Finally, the dash in gets called out on the forward air.
Using the hydro punch, the hydro punch, he puts away the up beat, fantastic use right, just like that. The F-Tilt going to get the reversal, and now we're back to an even start. I'm telling you, Sapphire steals these stocks as soon as people take them. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, you saw how, like, Crispy, like, reset that ledge trap, like, 4 times and finally got the kill. And then Sapphire just bang, one F-Tilt.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, hold on.
Sapphire is well known for being able to. Yes, that's IB. You get the spike, you grab ledge, and
I hate PS2. Oh my days, the stupid underside of the stage just tear my hair out. I do not know how anyone can gentlemen do this job for second stage.
I can't complain.
Oh, you shut your mouth right now. All right, Sapphire, getting kind of battered though. I've been talking big about Sapphire. Let's not discount Crispy in the lead of this first game. And
very comfortably. Handling, knowing how to avoid most of Sapphire's crazy reversal rules, and I think it's a very safe, but ultimately you have to do against the heavyweight.
Certainly. Okay, nice. Just dipping straight down to the ledge. The hydro pump wasn't ready, but another jump. Again, Crispy just a little bit too far out, not utilizing ledge slip at all, so when he walks off of the stage, he ends up too far away to really get the ideal hydro pump. But there's a little bit of it. Instead, Sapphire, noticing she's at a bad angle, pops up with the side B and forces Crispy onto that platform. You do not ever want to be on those side platforms against Ridley, and you do not want to be facing against the downward angle of that up B, but still, Crispy perseveres, gets the up throw. Not out of the woods yet.
Admittedly, I've got to give it up to Crispy. He's showing that he has the match experience. He's definitely practiced this. I mean, those hydro pumps, he's like has the ledge trap and just like knowing how to push away Sapphire when he's trying to approach from the ledge trap. I mean, he definitely has practiced this match.
Drifting back in with that forward air. Maybe a little bit greedy, but it works out for Crispy. Now Crispy Sean, losing a little bit of patience. I was about to stop praising the patience, and then he just charged that F smash. You let me down.
There are 2 boxes inside of us.
Whoa! That air dodge gets caught out. Yeah, and wise from Crispy not to land on any of those side platforms. That's exactly what Sapphire's looking for. Instead, just drift back underneath that left side platform. Start a forward edge, cover your landing. Simple as.
A lot of patience for both players. I think they've figured out each other's general game plans, knowing the openings that they want to get into. Right, okay, just a random. You know what? That will seal it. A good read on the jump.
Oh, the turnaround. Just turned and got the heel. Really dug it in, but nonetheless. Down tilt, up smash. The old reliable seals Crispy the first game. A little bit of noise from the crowd coming alive for London. London always known for traveling out fairly big groups, as we can attest to. So there you go.
Absolutely. I mean, we have some heavy hitters coming in from London, as you already know. Streaks, we have Rambos, we have just so many good players coming in. Such strong attendance from London. And generally, most regions. We had Yorkshire as well. I saw a huge turnout from them. Even the Midlands. Honestly, Regen is the place to be.
Certainly. Speaking of Yorkshire, I mean, there's definitely, for the tournament as a whole, if you go exclamation mark bracket, If you hit the projector button, you know, you're scrolling through bracket, there's a name that you're going to see quite high up that you certainly wouldn't have seen too long ago, and that is Achilles. Because she is getting so good. The best meme brawler main in Yorkshire, probably, for my money, comfortably the best player in Yorkshire. Yeah, she's been cooking people up, but that's not who's on the screen right now. Let's take things back a notch. It's still pools. Got plenty of time for Achilles, all the other spectacular players. Right now, Crispy and Sapphire got the stage.
The retreat for Hollow Bastion. Sapphire potentially wants to play a bit more close quarters, just avoid being countered with the Shuriken. And it seems to be...
Oh, he had that red.
That disadvantage, I can't lie. So at least he has a chance to fight.
He's just getting away with these charge smash attacks because he's got such a good read on exactly where Sapphire wants to go at any given moment. Hydro Pump pushing Sapphire, probably not the way Crispy was hoping, but nonetheless, still a very solid lead for Crispy, calling out that dash attack. Just
actually almost getting the roll read in addition to that, just to get the reset.
He's very comfortable right now, but that's a down tilt. That could be the start of things. The Sapphires taking control of center stage. What's going on, Crispy? You put yourself on the ledge.
You don't want to die for this. You don't want to die for a mission.
Oh!
Sapphire wants it. He wants it.
Oh my goodness! Just the tiniest of walkbacks. That F smash. Oh.
One aggressive, but Sapphire just capitalized on it. Crispy
Drifting back,
playing patiently and managing to reset neutral and bring things back.
Take it easy, sunshine. Oh blimey! Get munched a little bit. Teleports right into that fireball. The dash attack isn't quite gonna make the distance. Definitely didn't go as far as I was expecting. Maybe a turnaround cancel F tilt was the choice there, but too late for that now. As we up after a dominant first stock from Crispy. Missing the confirms on the down tilt too. This is getting scrambling for both players.
Crispy, very solid advantage. Maybe it's the pressure, but you know he's barely missing that left touch. He's barely missing those confirms, and I think it could be a bit of pressure because these are like last hit stops.
Okay, gets that grab. All you need is one ledge trap if you play your cards right.
Here we go. You're gonna get the roll read. You're gonna go for the jump. You're gonna go for the
Oh!
Just like that, he grabs your stock.
Oh,
right now, Sapphire with the lead. That's it. Going for the roll read.
Scrape that big tongue all the way across Hollow Bastion. That the friction burn's got to be real. Goodness gracious, and goes again. The mash-up's there this time. I've been seeing a concerning lack of mash from against Ridley siding specifically from some players. So it's good to see Crispy's there, catching the jump out of shield, not trying to deal with his rage. Ridley, no sir, bring things back to even.
Training in general, trying to again trying to find the opening, and right now it seems like Crispy again, back in that ledge trap situation. He's so good at pressuring Sapphire closer to the ledge.
Went the wrong way on the air dodge. Crispy wisely securing center.
Oh,
The subtle movements of a ninja.
Barely trying to bait it out, but right now they managed to reset neutral. Right now Sapphire having advantage.
That roll away from Crispy gets snapped up every single time. Crispy is either getting away from Sapphire, like with a full diagonal air dodge away into tech roll, or just securing center stage. That's all that Crispy wants to do right now. Get out of Ridley's face and get into center stage. Sapphire, if Crispy keeps throwing out those laggy tech options, could get blown up for it. I love the vision for Crispy. It gets messy. That should be an up smash or a down smash. Either one works. Cashing out the damage. Never mind, Crispy doesn't run up, secure the ledge, as we both expected he should have. Using that Hydro Pump almost expertly with the air dodge, barely getting Sapphire out of trouble. The pressure, that F tilt I feel is punishable though.
Incredibly precise from Crispy. It wasn't immediately obvious that Sapphire should have gone for that. But now, Sapphire having a pretty strong position. Now he's going to get the ledge trap. Ledge trap. Yeah, fair enough. Trying to secure the extra damage.
The jump out. I love the empty jump from Crispy, trying to catch a landing. A hard read, but he's a little bit too late on the release, but nonetheless finds the down tilt. He's gifting himself plenty of opportunities. He's been a little slow to capitalize, but he holds a lead in this game and this set right now, and that is what counts.
A few shaky plays here and there, but now it seems like he's in the zone. He's got his advantage down, he's got his ledge traps down, and right now, quite frankly, his game to win. Yeah,
there we go. All he needs is a couple openings here, and he can push his lead plenty further than Sapphire would be wanting right now. He doesn't need too much from the stock, just enough to secure that lead and put the pressure on Sapphire. Stop forcing those mistakes, because speaking of mistakes, a full range ledge hop forward air gets blown up by an F tilt. Still Sapphire back on ledge. Crispy's hunting. He wanted to go out deep with that Hydro Pump game. Oh my god, time after time, this man is forcing these off-stage situations.
Just be barely mixing up overextensions. Just safe plays, trying to get
Don't.
bait out Sapphire to bring out just like an early option. But right now, it seems like, I mean, Sapphire had to play safe. You just have to respect everything he's doing in this kind of situation. You go down the game, you have to bring out something, and Crispy's waiting for that.
Certainly. It's the patience, the ledge. Ridley's obviously ledge hang is very, very good. Avoids a lot of downwards hitting moves. Sometimes hit people hanging on the ledge. That does give Sapphire that extra bit of space while they're hanging on the ledge there, but these individual plasma bullets, they're not going to do all that much. Oh, baby.
Sapphire needs to dodge those surfaces whenever possible because you're at 123 with Ridley. Ridley,
hold on.
kind of a light character.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, barely getting it, barely missing it.
Miss tech, though, that could be huge. Oh god, up smash, F smash.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this. We know how this goes. You get the side B, you get the spike, you get the bear, you get the ledge truck. Any option could kill Crispy at this percent. This is terrifying.
Okay, yeah, Crispy.
He has to play it safe. He has to get a fair. He has to just do not overextend at all.
Oh, that F tilt barely off timing, and now Sapphire back on stage. This is the last thing you want as Crispy. You're on the top platform. Anything but the platform. Oh,
and now you're getting ledge trap to get the side B, and just
done.
like that.
No, what? Not even close. I had a strange. Oh my goodness, weird, but still, Crispy hanging in there. One more strong hit for either of these players could seal it. The patience, the run up to the shield. I would have loved to see Sapphire just sit there and hold center stage, but they rolled to the left, giving it up.
All it takes is one dash attack, one grab from Ridley, or even one dash attack from Greninja. Either option would kill from both characters, and that's what makes these scramble situations the most important in Ultimate. Are you a closer or are you a choker? We're about to find out for both players.
No punishes on any of these rolls from Sapphire. Crispy, my son.
Oh, the air dodge, yeah, they're both getting a little bit antsy. What is your option? Who's going to make the final play? Who's going to steal this? I feel like this could decide the momentum of this set. Crispy takes it, but Sapphire potentially with a huge lead in momentum moving into game 2. We'll see, we'll see.
These nairs are nice, but okay, the downbeat off the mark. Thank goodness you landed on the stage and weren't too far. The other way. The time? I wasn't looking at the timer! Check your watch!
Wait! Oh!
The side B at the last second. The last second.
I didn't even notice.
I did not notice it. I was so enthralled by the nerves of both these players. The mixed crowd coming alive for Sapphire. I was just so enthralled in the back and forth, the nerves from both of these two. But oh my goodness, the timer comes out of nowhere, launches a shot of adrenaline right into everyone's arse in the entire venue. And just like that, we're going to a game 3.
I'm not built for sets like these.
Oh my goodness gracious. That is but I absolutely adore that set went to time, because that shows the willingness of these players to grind it out. Do not take unnecessary risks. You don't need to go forward to waste your resources to just charge mindlessly into situations. The patience, the cerebral nature, when it comes to you, it will benefit you. And I very much appreciate that from Sapphire. They just did less. And in the end, just found that decisive opening, barely finding that command grab from the middle of the stage. Crispy was trying to get away, but oh, what a nail biter.
Well, that timer was a jump scare.
I was not looking at the timer. Yeah. I heard people starting to get louder behind us. I just assumed it was because of the last start.
Same. It just isn't a matchup you'd expect to go to time either. I mean, Greninja, I've seen Greninja's time people out before. I mean, there was a really strong Wi-Fi Greninja back in the day called Rated Rudy. He used to dominate the Smash Crew server, and he'd always time people out. He'd always go for the Nair camping, time people out. And I think Crispy essentially adopting more of that kind of defensive style, just to kind of weave around Sapphire's options. Because if he played aggressive, if he tried to find an opening, there was a chance he could just get reversals and die instantly.
Yeah.
So
Crispy, he's been through these characters like Meta Knight and ZSS, the big combo heavy characters. But I think even though, there's a lot of combo potential for Greninja, he's just never been that kind of player. He's an incredibly chill person, and matching that in his playstyle is very just sort of, lager. But nonetheless, Sapphire with a shot of adrenaline after that game is starting to take it to Crispy, putting the jaws on this frog.
Crispy had to be the caution after that. Almost got that timeout, but now Crispy, but his advantage is coming back. He's getting those 59% combos. He's getting the shield to follow. Oh, this is saucy. Hold up. Tell me get the fair.
There we go. Fighting back.
We're back here.
Fighting back. That's what I like.
Both how those options faded out. The fair, going to the fair. The extra damage. Then you safer.
Aerial whiff. Got the full range. Okay. Oh my goodness. Getting stage spike. You're done for.
See you, sir.
Crispy did not at all expect that one to send into the stage. I know. Immediately, like, his face in the player cam told me he wasn't even expecting to have to take that at all. But nonetheless, he's down a stock here. That's why Nair on the shield gets carried. That's a guaranteed punish, but
Sapphire might be taking for that side B. He's not taking away hand by leg, get that side B, move to them, and, you know, get the
whoa!
Okay. Why not? Just go for it.
Bit of an assist from the Hydro Pump there, charges right on stage. Great reaction from Sapphire to angle left instead of up, so to not get punished. But Crispy, farming the kill, evening the stock count. Gotta keep 10 the game, and do not get flustered by this big jump space.
Yes, strict advantage, absolutely insane. Almost getting that down tilt into F confirmed.
That one might have killed. Might have killed, honestly.
Otherwise. Now, we're seeing what could be. I mean, if Crispy continues to play the stage, another timeout. Not on the cards.
I don't know if I can handle it. Oh my days. Don't know if the schedule can handle it. Goodness gracious. Another one, Sapphire reacting.
Almost getting it. Oh, whoa,
no punishes. No punishes, only F smashes. Oh my god, they're swinging right now.
I respect these players. Sometimes you just need to go for it, alright? And with these players, just go for it, and I respect that. Right now, just go back to let's go playing a bit more safe, potentially realizing that if those deathmatch shenanigans were a bit too crazy.
There we go.
A bit more safe.
That dash attack catching the dash back from Sapphire. Starting to challenge this space a little bit better. Not having any of these side B nonsense. Sapphire still gifted by the Hydro Pump. Snaps straight back to ledge.
Crispy, why is he not going for any like ledge hang options? Because I mean, really ledge hang, you're not hitting that stun, but that will hit your son. See you. Now we have Sapphire last off.
Throwing out that Hydro Pump, stalling Sapphire straight in the air. If you whiff that command grab in the air, you're stuck in that animation for a while. That was a fun. Now Crispy trying to maintain control, and he looks to do that right now. Lovely drag down, gets the tech chase.
Fantastic reaction.
Oh, like yeah, baby.
78. Okay, that's a Steve fumble right there.
Oh my goodness. Crispy is in full control of this right now. But once again, one max range grab drags him all the way across PS2, which is a long stage, mind you. Sapphire's in with a shot.
We know the story. They're playing against Ridley. You have range.
Oh,
just like that.
Oh, you have nothing. Net on the shield, gorgeously spaced from Crispy. Gets out of that bizarre set with his winner's life intact and closes it out with an F smash. Excellent stuff in the lab.
What an insane set. Kudos to both players. That timeout match showing just how patient both of these players can play. And you wouldn't expect it traditionally from characters such as, like, you know, Ridley. But Sapphire showing what, you know, showing that he's capable of, like, you know, making the upsets, doing, like, you know, good things. And, I mean, to be fair, Crispy showing that his advantage always on point. And he, I mean, it's the same across his ZSS, his Meta Knight, his Greninja. The combos are always there. He gets those 80s, he gets those 90s, and the ledge traps on point as well.